case of a nuclear explosion.
This is a fourth wider news break.
In Europe, NATO sends military forces after Russia unleashes a fresh round of airstrikes. Russia launched a wave of missile and drone attacks on Ukraine, veering close to the border with Poland and sparking a reaction from NATO. The member states are on high alert after strikes came disconcertingly close to the organization's doorsteps. Poland, a key member of the military alliance on its eastern border, sent out fighter jets during the attacks as a preventative measure. Russia recruits expect to survive just 30 minutes on the front line. 500,000 casualties, fuel shortages, and key infrastructures destroyed. Putin's war machine continues to take its toll on Russia. Now, a new report suggests that Russian soldiers are being butchered, not within days or hours, but within minutes of going to war. In fact, Russian recruits can expect to last barely a half hour upon arriving on the front line, according to experts. Monaco bombing suspect identified as a woman disguised to look like a man. That is correct. A Ukrainian woman is suspected of setting off a bomb which injured a Ukrainian billionaire, Vadim Ermolov, and his mistress, Anna Nasabina, and their 13-year-old son. Ontario, Canada. An 11-year-old boy died from rabies less than a week after he woke up with a bat laying over his nose and mouth. The child contracted rabies despite not having any bite or scratch marks. 19 days after the incident, the boy started showing symptoms of vomiting and numbness. There is no cure for rabies once the symptoms develop. In New Wales, Australia, a mother has been charged with the murder after the body of a 4-year-old boy was found in a home. The woman, 32, allegedly told police she carried out acts of cannibalism. She did this when she turned herself in. Officers later discovered the boy's body with significant injuries. The child may have been dead 4 days. And in Melbourne, Australia and Fiji on Monday signed a new bilateral defense alliance and a second major diplomatic win within a year for Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese against the Chinese influence in the South Pacific. Chinese official media later reported a submarine had test-launched a long-range ballistic missile in the South Pacific. This move was criticized by Australia. And Fiji and Australia signed the Ocean Peace Alliance in Fiji's capital, Suva. They also signed an economic treaty, it's called the Vuvau Union, under which Australia will invest more than 1 billion Australian dollars in its island neighbor over a decade. The alliance is Fiji's first mutual defense treaty. It's Australia's fourth, following a treaty with the United States and New Zealand signed in 1951 and a bilateral treaty signed in Papua New Guinea last year. Australia and Vanuatu signed a long-awaited bilateral security economic treaty. This prevents China from building military bases on the South Pacific island.
This is a fourth wider news break.